going to give it a few minutes for
We're
everyone to get
streaming.
in here, guys. We will give it a few minutes for everyone to kind of filter in as usual. But welcome, guys. We have some exciting news that JC doesn't want me to talk about, so we'll see what happens. And more importantly, prizes, games, and some serious alpha for tonight.
Ash, I am, okay, sorry, yeah. Let me get your butt to the audience there, Alpha Music Bot. Why can I not get him to the...
I got him. He's gone forever.
Move him any...
Angry noises.
Angry noises.
Guys, Reptar is getting old, okay? I know. There's no Rumble already. It's upsetting.
That's because Ice got on late. I blame Ice.
I mean, if you need a rumble, you ask for a rumble, and I'll deliver a rumble.
Give us a random rumble.
I'll
give
yeah,
Casey a chance
incoming.
to hunt those bounties.
We'll
yeah.
What's
the bonus bounty?
Steampunk. Click the swords, you filthy animals.
The bonus bounty, I think, is what it usually is. Correct me if I'm wrong, JC.
Yeah, classic. Are you asking what is the bounty?
What form of murder would you prefer for the bounty tonight?
I'll sit here and think about it.
Only the bloodiest.
You know what? Since Hackett's here, we'll go with kneecaps. But it only works on the classics, and for the confusion that's happened a couple of times, the $50 crypto bounty, you have to kill me, JC3, only in a classic rumble, and you have to do it in the manner prescribed for the night. So just because you kill me doesn't mean you win. You have to kill me in a classic rumble, this time by taking out my kneecaps. So that's the bounty for tonight. And let's see. Where I need to come up here, and here you go, Ash. I will hit this for you. Boom.
All right.
So that's where I sit on the action points leaderboard, which will go up. That's just for this this current cycle. Where I sit on the season leaderboard, right there. So hopefully after this next round of Turf Wars and the Burn leaderboards, I'll move up to the top 50. That's my goal. But you can see where I am here.
That is also my goal, is to get to that top 50 with you.
Oh, you didn't see it? There you go. I'm 54. Car 54, where are you for you old people?
I was like, you're 54?
No, I'm not.
There's
54.
no way.
I'm not 54. Although I did just turn
There's
44.
no way he's that young.
Shut up.
20 but guys, we have some fun. We have some fun games for you guys tonight. We're probably going to do a little Smash Cards. We're going to be doing some, obviously, some Rumbles. We have Marbles planned, and I have a Trivia. So lots of games tonight. Lots of opportunities to win. And we're gonna tease a little bit tonight. We have some big things in the works right now, and we're waiting for the opportune time. And by opportune time, JC kind of blew our cover. We're waiting for gas to be reasonable. And after the Fed meeting today, there was a little bit of movement in the markets, not much. I'm gonna let DJ talk more about this when he comes on, because he is our TA guy and he knows way more than I do about this. But just for those of you guys who don't know, interest rates were cut today by 0.5 or 50 basis points, however you guys measure it. But so things, yes, thank you, Ice. So, we have, we saw a little bit of movement in the markets. A lot of it we do believe was priced in, but October and November have been traditionally a very bullish month. I'm in a lot of other groups besides just Alpha Origins. I know, shocking. But a lot of people are kind of saying the same thing, that this is kind of gonna be a catalyst for future kind of pumps. I really want to hear what DJ has to say about this, because I have my own theories. But again, we will talk about that later.
Yeah,
But yes,
what do we need
gas.
to give away for our first Rumble here? What do you think?
So I do see a lot of new people that might not have Serum City passes. So what we'll do is if you already have a Serum City pass, we will give you the option for just crypto. Or if you want a Serum City pass and you guys want to start competing for the $100,000 leaderboard that all of us are just daily grinding for, then you guys will be able to get in. It's a super fun game, base builder, based off the Bored Ape Yacht Club IP. A lot of us have been playing. A lot of us are on the leaderboards. There is tons of opportunity for to make profits with this game. There's a $100,000 leaderboard. There's a serum token drop for players. There is a lot coming. We actually, if you guys, a lot of you remember, we had
I want to
Faraway.
say Alpha Origins owns the leaderboard pretty much. I mean, there's at least Pickle. Let's go. Yeah, there's like, would you say there's probably 10 of us in the top 200, 250?
Oh yeah, there's at least 10 of us
Easily.
in the top 200.
Three,
Easily.
three in the top 100 for sure.
Yeah, at least
Yeah,
3,
and
if not 4 or 5.
and I believe Ice is one of those people. And correct me if
76.
I'm wrong, Ice, but you're going to be eligible for that token drop as well as obviously some of the boxes and some of that 100K reward. You've been doing pretty well.
Duck, do we have the duck race yet? It's another random Discord game. I don't think we have duck race yet. I'm familiar with it. I've played it. But I don't think we have duck race.
Guys, if you want to play some new games and you guys have ideas of stuff that we absolutely will do them. You know
I
what I
like
mean?
Gartic. I think we need to add duck race. Duck race is fine. It's another RNG. Like you get a duck with your name on it, and it's just legitimately a race across the screen, and yeah, it's fine. And then I like the Gartic drawings that just are absolute garbage, and you have to guess what they are. 16-hour duck race. Who did that? I don't remember.
Mr. Banjo, welcome. Awesome to see so many of you guys here. We do have a fun game. So you know what? I guess we'll save it for the end. But I'm gonna let JC explain kind of the exciting news at the end of the night. Just so you guys, just so I don't say too much, and just so he accidentally says too much. If you know what I'm saying. So. The first thing that we'll do tonight, usually we do a lot of rumbles and marbles first. We're just gonna do the trivia first off, and get it out of the way, because it is ready to go. So I'm gonna be sharing my screen here in a second.
Yes, and if JV is our winner, JV will win, the prize. But we will also give a prize to second place because JV has won like 3 in a row. I no longer claim the Trivia King title. That is all JVW. If you beat JVW, you deserve it.
So JVW might be hosting the trivia from now on, guys. He's with it, and I do want to give a huge shout out. I know he's not here tonight, but Pumpkin King, who's been handling the poker tournament, it has been an absolute success. I mean, we're seeing just as many people, if not more, for poker night than for game night. It's just been amazing to kind of see just how successful it's been. So I mean, huge shout out to all of our community members that are offering to help out, like our mods and just everybody, because you guys are not only making our lives easier but the rest of the community. So we really appreciate that.
Can we get a? I have to scan to join. I can't scan from my
So no,
computer.
hold on. So I will be sharing the link for the trivia. The best way I would do this, guys, if you're on your computer, scan it with your phone, play it on your phone. The topic for trivia today is internet trivia. So I think a lot of you guys are going to do really well with this. I think a lot of people should have some basic knowledge of the internet, or I would hope. If this is your first time on the internet, welcome. Be careful what you Google. And we are just going to get right into it here in a second. All right,
All right,
awesome.
Flops, you have to
So,
tell us how did you send that? Like, how did you like? Did you just put it up for sale and then buy it from yourself, or yeah, we oh, okay. Hey, okay. That would be the only way I could think of it, is to maybe mint it on one address and buy it with another address to send it to your. Gosh, that's a great idea though. Huh.
hey, people get creative when, some of these things put limitations in. That's for damn
That would
sure.
definitely cut down the amount of gems you need on one account because it only costs 10 to burn compared to
Oh, and by the
50 to
way, if
mint.
you have, let's say you have, like I make weapons. So let's say you have, you create multiple swords. Yes, it costs 50 to mint each one of them, but if you have like 5 and you want to burn them, it only costs 10. It doesn't cost 50. It costs 10. If you burn a batch of the same weapon or armor or jewelry, it's yes, that's what I mean.
I love
Sorry,
how you guys are coming up with all these
sorry. Flop
degenerate
flops
ways.
is
It's
flop
just
said what I meant. Yes, it's you can burn 4 at a time, and it only costs you 10 gems instead of 10 gems each. And then you can also, like, if you want to roll the bonus to get extra, extra points, you can roll one bonus for those 4, or yeah, probably just 4 for those 4 NFTs. Dude, I had a bonus hit 4x. That's the best bonus I've gotten is 4x points on like a 3,500 point uh,
Dude, and
weapon.
what's crazy is I see so many of you guys hitting the jackpot on the gambling wheel or the slot machine, and I haven't hit it once. I haven't hit it once, so you guys are getting so lucky, and I love seeing that. I love that you guys are doing so well in the leaderboards because obviously you're going to be rewarded. That's kind of the whole point. Um, and Faraway is a great project. Alluvium has been it's been struggling a little bit, but they have a really good team, so they've been putting a lot of effort into it. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Big Time Token is up 126% for the month.
Yeah, Big
So
Time's
a
back
lot
up
of
to 14. I think it. Let me pull it up. It was down to 6 cents, and it is currently sitting at do 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 14.8. It made it all the way up to 17 cents. Big time token. Oh, that's a good question. What is the trivia prize?
that
Hmm.
is a great question.
What should we make the trivia
If
prize?
Guys, normally we have the prizes ready to go. I'm not gonna lie to any of you, ever. I don't know, but I will find out, and it will be wonderful. I promise. But one thing I want to answer Flop's question about the utility for Big Time Token before I forget. I know there's a lot of projects we're involved with, and sometimes it's hard to keep up. On a lot of things. Lately, a lot of us have just been logging in, collecting our free money basically, and then logging out. Which I mean, why wouldn't you? Low effort. But the real money to be made in Big Time is through crafting resources and armor that these whales are spending hundreds and thousands of dollars to just earn more token and just do more things with. So
Yeah, if you want to
it's
get
not just a
real, if you want to get real risky, you can speculate on time wardens. Just watch for dips. For example, the common time wardens made it all the way down to $36, and now they're back up to like, well, let me just look.
so yes, you can use the token. The token has utility within the
$62.
game. Yeah, and guys, the Time Wardens have been doing fairly well still. I mean, I know we haven't talked about Big Time in a long time. We do want to get back more involved with them after the mint. I actually just saw one of the VIG members in here a little while ago. And we definitely see Big Time making changes and stuff like that. Alluvium has had some challenges that they're dealing with, but they're doing better as well. Phantom Galaxy's kind of in the same boat, but a little worse, I would say, because the game is just incredible, but they're still trying to fix the liquidity pool issue. So, A lot's going good right now, but I think it is important when you guys are playing these games and getting into different projects that you really kind of prioritize your resources. And by resources, I mean time. You don't want to be grinding for 6 hours on a game that's going to make you $3. It's just not. It's not worth it. So right now, a lot of what we've been playing has been a little bit more profitable and a better trade-off for our time. So again, we're still very involved with a lot of these projects, and just the fact that you can rent out your Time Warden every month for like a legendary, I think it's like $200 a month.
I'll tell
That
you, hang
would
on.
make
I
that
just
would
happen to
make
have the
most
screen up.
people's lives paying bills so much easier. Like an extra $200 a month goes a long way for some people, and we realize that. So, you know what I mean? If
$146 for 30-day rental.
That'd be 1/3 of my truck payment.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you guys can buy an asset for $1,000, or could have,
Yeah,
that's
they're
making you
back up to
$200 a
2,000
month.
now, unfortunately.
That's a 4 or 5 month ROI. I mean, yes, it depends on the success of the game, but Big Time's been out for 2 years. We've been playing it for 2 years.
This
I mean,
is
they
where
have
we say to our people who are watching the live stream and in our community, we do not give financial advice nor tell you what to do. If you take us having a conversation as us telling you what you should do with your money, you're a moron. Okay, end disclaimer.
I love your disclaimer. I really do. But
If
no,
you're a
guys, I mean,
lawyer who wants to come after people because stupid moron people make bad decisions and they want to blame somebody else, and you're the lawyer that wants to represent them, we all hate you. Okay.
sorry for all the lawyers out there. Whoa, this got dark.
Yeah, I mean, hey, to be fair, 99% of lawyers give the rest a bad name.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. But yeah, so guys, I'll drop the trivia link one more time, but we'll get it started here in a second. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick update on all the games we're involved with, just because while the markets may not be doing well, and I know maybe some of you guys haven't been checking in on some of these games, they are doing well. They are working on the problems that they're facing, and they are making solutions. And if you guys go look at the token price of any of those projects, you guys will we really enjoy these games, and we've done very well financially. I will leave it at that. I am going to start the trivia here in a second, guys. We are doing internet trivia for the people who just popped in. Just go in, make an account. You don't even have to make an account. Just go make your name.
Make your name. Please make it the same as your screen name in here, or something close, so we don't have to be like, hey, who's Pepe Flyer or whatever. I don't know.
So you know what I want to give away, I think, tonight?
What?
I think what we're gonna do, I'll go grab one off.
Hack it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, and guys, most of these prizes, you guys better be thanking JC, not Reptar, because JC has been really kind of taking care of most of this. And obviously, you guys know we've been doing this for a long time. All of the stuff comes from our pocket. We haven't, the platinum passes, we put back into the project, obviously. But this is all because of JC's excessive generosity and just the awesome team that we have. So I just want to give a quick shout out to JC for making this all possible.
Woo-woo. I don't make it all possible, just a little bit. And if you guys weren't here, nothing would be possible anyway. So we should probably say this. Tonight is the last night. And I mean the last night. If you don't have a whitelist and you don't open a ticket tonight and tell us you want a whitelist, sorry, you're not getting a whitelist. And that's all I'll say about that until later.
Yeah, all right. That was dangerously close. So guys, I'm gonna be giving away tonight. We're gonna be giving away a Mara from Legends of the Mara, the cutest little characters in the NFT world, I will say. Even though the pets for Alpha Origins are pretty adorable, I do have to say, do we actually have something that is a whitelist? Yes, we do, Flopshots. You guys can't see it. There's a channel where we have all the addresses that have been, collected for the whitelists. And if you guys don't, you guys will be able to tell if you're whitelisted because you'll have the whitelisted role in your roles. Flop Shots actually does have the whitelisted role, which means that he is whitelisted. So, and he didn't even know. Would you look at that? So, yes, you don't actually need a whitelist unless you guys just don't. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the trivia, guys. We're gonna be giving away a Mara. JC, I'm sharing my. Actually, you are too. Hold on. Ice, if you could do me a huge favor, can you go on to Magic Eden and look up the other side Mara and share a little picture? All right, cool. We just want to get a little. We're gonna be getting a Hunter Mara, so you guys can battle
on Magic Eden.
A Coda Mara or just a Mara?
A Mara for now, but we definitely are going to be giving away some Coda Maras here for sure. But
if you can
you
find
guys,
it, Ice, go ahead because
you guys can evolve these Maras into Coda Maras though, so keep that in mind. The season is over, right? And what's cool is you will generate a brand new one. That depends on the catalyst that you guys choose. However, Legends of the Mara, the season has ended. The
so
new
your other
season
side deed will be starting to be useful again soon.
Yes. So essentially, guys, we are. Oh, Pumpkin, you are the best.
Somebody
going
link me
to
the other deeds collection.
Yeah. So the other deeds are something we're really excited about as well. But again, as you guys know, Yuga Labs and Faraway, like the collection was given to Faraway, not the other deeds, but the whole Legends of the Mara IP. But season 4 is starting sometime in November. And I'm telling you, no, you do not need a deed to play Legends of the Mara anymore, guys. This is the big thing, is you are just going to be able to play with your Maras and your Coda Maras. You do not need these expensive deeds. Even though they're really cheap, you have to really select the right ones because you want one with resources on them. And basically, the other deeds are going to be their own collection through Yuga. That's Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Club's land. And basically, there is going to be new land for Faraway. That's going to be super cheap. I think the most expensive one's like $20. And they're going to be at a fixed price. So it's not anything, you guys have to worry about missing out on. But you guys do need Maras and Coda Maras.
Oh shoot, it's on the Faraway side. That's why I couldn't find it. I was like,
yes. So
correct. That's why I just posted it on the Mara site for Maras.
Thank you so much, guys. So Ash, great question. You have to look up other side catalysts. So the catalysts is what evolves your Mara. You go to, I think, the Yuga Labs website still, because Faraway hasn't implemented it yet. This is why we've been trying to stay away from Legends of the Mara for a little bit, because they're in a transitional period. But again, it's starting in November. We think it's good for you guys to kind of be aware and get prepared for this. They have a lot coming.
I think somebody has a dev kit. Reptar.
So, you guys
Probably
definitely want to get into this. I've seen some inside screenshots. The game is going to be really fun, and it's kind of passive. It's not a game you have to sit there and play for hours. You set up your creatures auto battle, and you grind to beat the bosses, and then you get the loot chests. And it's one of those games you can play while you're sleeping, essentially. So Dookie Dash hasn't launched yet. I did get early access to Dookie Dash as well as a couple other people. But that is launching worldwide very soon. And Dookie Dash was incredibly successful for Yuga Labs, and that's another project that Faraway has taken over for them. So Faraway is kind of developing a lot of these games for Yuga in tandem. So I really do think Faraway is going to do really well. And again, I really do think you guys are going to want Amara, at least if it's just one. So you do not need land. Yes, if you have a code Amara when the new season starts, you will be good to go. There is free land that you can play on, or you can buy one of the premium lands, which are like, I think they said are going to be $20. So spider tanks, yes. I was looking into their Discord actually last week, and it looks like there's still an active player base, and it looks like some people are still the game is definitely not dead. It is one of the slower projects that we've seen ever since kind of the drama going on between them and Gala. look at XRP, guys. When any legal entity gets involved in anything, it destroys the price, and it's unfortunate. And I mean, look at Phantom Galaxies. It's a similar situation, but they were hacked. You know what I mean? So, and it wasn't even their fault. Their liquidity pool, another project got hacked, and their liquidity pool had one that was paired with them, so they were breached too. Like, some things happen. And if I had to pick one between a Kodamara and Heavy Metal or a Kid Called Beast, KV will 100% say a Kid Called Beast. I personally love the Kodamaras, and I am really, really interested with the Heavy Metals. So in order, if I had to give my opinion, I would say Kodamara, a Kid Called Beast, Heavy Metal.
Okay, so don't shop on the shop.faraway for Kodamara stuff, because there's nothing for sale and the floor is 100 ETH. So that's not the right place.
Yes, if you guys are going, we'll drop the official link. I am going to start the trivia because I know you guys have been waiting. But I just wanted to give a quick update. Yes, there is so much coming for the Heavy Metal.
We had Shatterline.
Shatterline. See, that's the thing. Heavy Metals are getting their own game, but they also have Shatterline, and they're used in Serum City.
Dang it, who was our guest from Faraway 2 weeks ago?
Alex Paley.
Paley was here 2 weeks ago, and that was again all due to everybody in this community playing Serum City. Like, so many people that are playing Serum City from our community put the AO or the Alpha Origins in their land name tag or whatever, and so the leaderboard is just full of Ice Alpha Origins, Reptar Alpha Origins, Gyaradat AO. So it's like we got the attention of one of the co-creators and co-founders of Faraway Games. Was like, hey, who are you guys?
Represent.
Apparently, we're gonna do a battle instead.
Yeah, I just started about. I'm sorry, I didn't know how much. I didn't know how much you were gonna get into it,
so
and
I
know these people are hungry.
Yeah, so
You take my job.
he
from
came
me,
in
Reptar.
because so many people of our community are actively engaged in faraway gaming ecosystem, and he dropped all kinds of alpha about the heavy metals and like all the different collections. Even if that's not their game, they're useful across the entire gaming ecosystem, which is so freaking cool. And I think like the coolest thing about Web3 and moving forward is that number one, you own your stuff, and number two, you can use it in multiple games.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, let's say, a perfect situation is like, I guess, Big Time. Let's say you have Armor in Big Time, and then Big Time shuts down its servers. The NFTs are worthless at that point. You know what I mean? So there is that element to remember. It's very unlikely. They have a very good 5-year plan for kind of the economy, and I have a lot of faith in Big Time, to be totally honest. I know we haven't played it a lot lately, but what I will say is that I totally forgot what I was just about to say. JC, what
interoperability?
You
Yes.
have faith in Big Time.
Interoperability. Oh, I got sidetracked with Big Time. The cool thing about interoperability is, let's say, you have a Heavy Metal and Shatterline shuts down its servers. Who cares? You can still use it in Nifty Land. You can still use it in, you can still use it in the Heavy Metal game. You can still use it in Shatterline. You can still use it in Serum City. If 2 of their games fail, it doesn't matter because it can be used in the other games with different utilities. So it's, this whole interoperability thing, we've always talked about like owning your assets and having them throughout different games. No game has really done that until Faraway, what I'm seeing. This whole play of interoperability, I think, is a huge deal. It's a safety net. They're providing so much utility through so many different avenues that if one of them fails, it's not game over, with no pun intended.
Game over,
but,
man. Game over.
But there was 14 people left alive. There was a storm, and it looks like a lot of you were just decimated.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
Ash and I was cuddling in the storm, and we all died.
Let's see.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful for that Big Time makes a comeback. In my opinion, what I think they need to do is um, find a way for people that aren't mega whales to make some money. It's
And that's the thing. It definitely seems favored towards
and I get that.
the
Those
whales.
people are your earliest investors. They dropped it like the early passes. So we got in when they were on the Ruby Pass stage. Ruby passes were free, and they were just a pass to let people come in, and they controlled it because they wanted to make sure a certain number of people were on the server, and they didn't overload the servers, but they wanted people to come in and test. So they gave away Ruby passes, and we were able to get, I don't know, a couple of hundred of our members Ruby passes.
Hundreds. I would say we got maybe like 200 passes, I would say,
And so
to be total.
we gave them out as prizes, and people could play and test. And anybody that was playing on a Ruby Pass, and congratulations, Florence, your prize here on the Rumble is your choice. If you'd like a Serum City Pass, we will get you one. If you would like if you would just like $5 worth of crypto, just let us know. Ice just pointed you a link there. If you'll click the support tab there, it will allow you to make a ticket. In your ticket, if you would please just say, hey, I won a Rumble, and I choose either a Serum City Pass or $5 worth of crypto. Drop us an address, ETH, Solana, Matic, Polygon, whatever. Just let us know what it is, so I don't have to be like, hey, which address is this? But yeah, just
when
open
are
a
you
ticket.
gonna get ETH on base?
I don't do ETH on base because I don't feel like moving all my stuff to base. I
It's
should
funny
because it's
because
cheaper, but
KB loves base.
yeah, he does.
Like base is his.
And that's why
Again,
we
no
love Aerodrome.
it's his home
Hey,
base.
I'm
Like
finally back over my cost on Aerodrome since
Same,
today.
same.
Whew.
all right, guys, you guys have been patient. I
All
am
right,
going to start the
trivia. Start
trivia.
the trivia.
So basically, for those of you guys who don't know, you have to answer correctly, but you also have to answer quickly. The faster that you answer the question, the more points you're going to get. So it's not going to help you Googling the answer. It's going to take too long. If you don't know, just quickly guess. The faster you go, again, the more points you will get. But you have to get the answer correct. So I'm going to start the countdown timer, and you guys
It's the
can.
final countdown. All right, I made some fire whiskey tonight. Ice, are
Okay,
you eating chips?
the first one's going to be easy for you guys. What one-letter name did Elon Musk rebrand social media Twitter app? Come on, you guys got this.
My bad, JC.
T, final answer. Guys, the first question's always easy, just so you guys know how to do it.
Scoreboard. Check the scoreboard. I'm just kidding.
Davey's like, I know
Hey.
the answer. Oh, look at that. And
JV
it looks
is here tonight.
JV, are you here? We have to make a non-JV prize.
$44 billion. He was just like, here's $44 billion.
But yeah, it's already started. I don't know if you can get in now, but you're welcome to try.
Oh, no way. I thought he was here the whole
I
time.
thought he was too.
Well, 92% of you guys got the right answer.
Let's see. Elon Musk also offered to purchase Ripple for like 25 billion, and they were like, no.
That's crazy. I mean, 44 billion is that's just crazy money. Like, I don't even think people understand how much money that actually
Hey,
is.
if XRP goes to 10,000, I could buy X.
44 billion for a Bitcoin. Look at that.
All right, guys. Next question. What product did Amazon sell when it first launched? The first thing it ever sold.
Any of you young whippersnappers actually know how Amazon started? Who was not born in July 94?
I was not born yet.
Range.
Yeah, we know Range. We know his birthday. We know how old he is.
So let's see. How many of you guys got that? Ooh, a lot of you guys said books, and you know what? That was books. Yep, an online bookstore, and it did
was like college supplies, wasn't it? Like textbooks?
Yeah, it was just it was books and then textbooks and then that's why it still has the Kindle store because that's how they started was selling books. It
So
actually,
crazy.
but it was they were selling books in like physical format, not like digital format. So
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Question number 3. We're doing 10 tonight, just so you guys know. What is the name of Google's web browser? The most popular web browser in the world.
Netscape.
Come on. Netscape Navigator.
That was my first browser.
Safari.
All right, I think a lot of you guys knew the
I would
answer to
hope
this
so.
one too.
Who
Oh
said
yeah,
Firefox? Was that that's had to be a misclick? That had to be a oops.
that was definitely a misclick. Yes, you guys got that one. And the notes. 65% of the web browser market. You know what? I'm gonna go on a tangent here for a second. I hate Google Chrome. And you
Preach.
know why? You know why I hate Google Chrome? Not because it's a bad browser. It's actually the best browser there is, and some things don't operate without Google Chrome. I understand that. The thing I don't like is that even though I have a $10,000 supercomputer, it still uses 30% of my processing power or my RAM just to keep it running in the background. It just sucks the RAM out of your computer. And when you do things like video editing and Unreal Engine and building metaverses inside secretly without telling your community about it, you got to have a good computer. And Google Chrome is just
Now I have to go
slows.
back and edit the live stream. Thanks for that, Reptar. No one heard that.
so
And you're demonetized.
No, that's not
so
what I was saying. I had to edit out. Anyway, go ahead.
so I am gonna go ahead and we'll go to the next question, guys. So get ready. What does .com stand for?
I have no idea.
You guys are gonna learn something today. As am I, because I have no idea, even though I went to school for computer science.
So I don't remember the numbers, but the guys at MIT that created the Google search engine were like they were just doing it as a project or whatever. And let's see what it is. I have no freaking clue. What is it?
I am gonna guess command.
I
Like
guessed
that's what I
company.
want to. I
Oh,
don't. Yeah, I don't think it would be company. Complex seems weird. Commercial command makes sense. So I would go with command. But
command
let's see
makes
what they
sense. I don't know. That's commercial.
have.
Okay.
Ooh, it's commercial. Well, congrats for those of you guys who got that right. That's awesome.
Anyway, the guys like I think they tried to sell it to some Wall Street like investors, like not angel investors, but like venture capitalists for like $200,000, and they were like, "Nah, we don't see that. We don't see that doing anything." These venture capitalists on Wall Street could have owned Google for 200 grand. Oops.
Oh, okay, Ash. Okay. I do have to use Google Chrome from time to time, unfortunately, because again, I said some apps don't run without it, or some, you need it for some programs. So I will definitely try that because that's been kind of like a thorn in my side for a while with Chrome. Again, it's a great browser, but anyway, question number 5. How are the American online users greeted when logging into the internet? The beginning of the internet. What did it say? It's burned into my brain.
Is it?
I never
I didn't
used
use
AOL.
AOL. Like I connected, but I went straight to Netscape.
Dude, my email is still
You still have an
AOL.com.
AOL email?
I have an AOL. I hate Google that much. I'm just kidding. I have a Gmail too.
I
But
can
yeah,
still
dude,
remember the
my
sound it made connecting your modem, but
yeah, and I'm pretty sure
Dial-up connection.
I'm almost 90% positive it was welcome,
I think
just
so.
like that. And a lot of you guys seem to agree. So let's see.
Whew.
Yeah. I wish I had the sound bite to play, but yes, it was literally just like that.
Nice.
Welcome.
Yeah. That was all right. Scoreboard.
You got me.
Halfway through. Scoreboard. Yeah, everybody
All
knows
right. Thank
you've
you
got
for
me.
having me.
Goodbye.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like not a winner is JB Dub, obviously. JB, we'll still give you some kind of prize. Don't worry about it. But we are going to be giving a prize to second place as well, guys. The points.
Look at Hackett's name.
Don't be discouraged if you only got 3 right, or you see someone that got 5, or even if you got 1. The points is what matters. The points is what's scored. So it is still a really close game. You guys are in the upper 300s, and JB is just obviously a champion. So let's.
Fun fact about JV. JV was
He's
on
actually
Jeopardy.
Cyborg.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, and JV joined after the first question. Yeah, JV
It
was
doesn't
on
matter
Jeopardy.
if it was many years ago.
JV knows everything. JV, is your first name
JV's a
Ken?
cyborg.
He got in for the first question.
Okay,
Cool.
okay.
I didn't know you could start after the countdown, so that's good to know. It looks like you can kind of join at any point in the game, which is awesome. In the 90s. Well, now I gotta find the episode. We're gonna find it, JB.
Do it.
All right, guys. Question number 6. Remember, speed is the key. Which of these is not the name of a photo hosted website?
I had it narrowed down to 2, so I just picked one quickly.
Yeah.
JV, did you win an episode of Jeopardy at all? Ah, JV got second. So did second place get to keep
now
their
we
money?
have to go through 30 years of Jeopardy and just find every second place winner and just try to narrow it down.
We're gonna dox
Or he
JV.
could just dox himself. Just dox himself, and then we could just find it that way.
No, JV, you don't have to dox yourself. But yeah, so
Okay, cool. I didn't know how that worked.
Let's see. A lot of you guys picked 5px. Let's see.
Boom!
Oh, it was the one that I thought was fake, which was definitely fake.
Yeah, I guess it was either that or 500px. I was like, I don't know, I'll pick one.
I should have guessed the one that looked even faker.
Yeah, I guess. Photo Funny is just a bad name. Flickr and Imgur is all right, but I don't know. Bad branding. Next.
Imager, IMG.
What sports shares its name with this generic internet term? Oh, come on. You guys got this.
You got to get that one quick. Easy. I got 78 points on that one.
I didn't realize that you guys, these were that.
79.
Usually we try to get them a little bit.
Curling?
It's definitely skating. It's 100% skating.
It's curling.
Yeah, it looks like all of you guys got that. Somebody said running.
JV, did you say running?
It was surfing, guys. Surfing the web. Come on.
Running through the web. That's right. Running from the web.
So the term was coined in 1992. That's interesting.
By a New York City library. I wonder if she got she should have trademarked that, because holy crap.
Right? Can you imagine?
The World Wide Web. Do you ever go back and watch TV shows that are around right as the internet was coming out?
It's so funny to see them connect the dial-up or something.
What is that?
Did you ever see the original computers? They're the size of a Volkswagen.
No, the original computers are the size of a freaking floor of a building. The NASA computers took up an entire room.
Oh yeah, he means the first kind of commercially available computers.
Correct.
Okay. You're right. The first actual computer, yeah, it's kind of like the first quantum computer. It's literally a warehouse. So it's
I saw one of those huge supercomputers. I don't know, years ago, my wife had to go to a conference in San Francisco, so we went out for a little vacation. And while she was at conferences all day, I went up to what's the blasted super smart north of San Francisco, where all the astronomy and Caltech. Yeah, I went up to Caltech and got to see the supercomputer room. Holy cow!
Oh, nice, dude. All right, so question number 8, guys. Let's go. A former U.S. Alaskan senator referred to the internet as a series of what?
No idea.
It's gotta be roads. To me, that's the only thing that makes sense. I mean, tubes maybe, but if he's referring to the internet, it's got to be roads. There's no way.
It's just a big PowerPoint on the internet
A
slide.
lot of you guys said tubes. And you were right.
Ooh.
Nice, guys.
Yeah, it's Have you guys heard, Riptor? I know you have because you love conspiracies. The what is it? The fixed web or the closed web? Like, shoot, what's it called now? I just lost it.
The dark web?
No,
The
Are you
dead.
sure?
the dead web.
The dead. Yeah. There's two entities. There's the and when people just to clarify, guys, when people say
The
like
dead
the
internet
dark.
theory. Sorry, dead internet.
The dead internet theory. Yeah, that's really interesting. I love conspiracy theories. That one I'm not sure about, but the one thing I just want to clarify, like the quote unquote dark web is just the other 90% of the internet that the entities like
not on web
Google,
browsers.
it just they don't give you access to. Like the internet is open source. You can put anything on the internet and nobody can stop you. It is illegal to access the dark web, so we don't, encourage you guys to do that. Well, actually, I don't think it is. I think it depends what you do on it. But again, a lot of people use it for like researching things for, that don't have biases, right? Like because we all know like on some search engines when you search certain things, different things pop up because they kind of curate
Okay,
what
yeah.
you
So
see.
Google says, believe it or
So
not, it is not illegal to access the dark web. There are actually reputable brands and companies who have sites accessible via the dark web.
yeah, so when people talk about the dark web, I just want to clarify this because I've had people, a lot of people have asked me about this. It's just the other 90% of the internet that you can't access without using a particular browser. I won't say the name of the browser, but a simple Google search will show you.
Yeah, even I know that, and I'm not super tech savvy.
Yeah.
I
So
just don't access it because
again,
I'm so worried that it's like, oh, if I access something, I'm going to click a bad link, and then I'm just going to get viruses
and that's
lose,
the thing, it
lose all
doesn't
my
really
stuff.
work like that because it's not easy to search for those things. You kind of have to know where they are, I guess. The dark web gets a really bad rap. That's the only reason I'm taking this little tangent to just kind of explain it to you guys is because when people hear it, they think it's illegal and they think it's bad, and it's just not. It's just it's literally 90% of the internet that these tech giants just don't want you to access through their browsers. So that's really essentially all it is. But that should have been a trivia question because it's not. Is it illegal to access the dark web? Question number 9. Which television sketch comedies inspired the
Oh, I know this one.
I have no idea. This is before my
Spam,
time.
spam, spam, spammity, spam, 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 spammity, spam. There you go. That's your hint.
That's the hint. Wow, a lot of you guys
Oh yeah,
knew this
No
one.
clue.
Monty Python, baby.
No. Isn't it weird how something could just be said in a movie and then it just becomes a common term on the internet?
And
Very
randomly.
strange. Yeah, right?
All right, scoreboard. Before the last
Yes,
question.
there's one question left, guys. So I'm going to show the scoreboard really quick. It is a close battle between Pickletown, Bew, and Ash. JC, sorry, you
count.
don't count.
I know.
JV, we're still gonna take care of you, of course.
I never count.
Pickle is killing it. Let's go. Pickle's gonna have an army of Mara.
As long as Boo doesn't answer within 2 points, Pickletown should win.
Bew is still up for it.
I
Bew,
don't understand how JV gets these so quickly.
I told you.
Because
He's a cyborg.
Well, he could.
He's part robot.
I hope he gets one of the cyborg NFTs.
He's living half a second in the future, is how.
Speed reader. There you go. There you go.
All right, guys. What the question's going to be, so we can look it up in time.
Right. All right, guys. This is the last one. Let's go. What is the name of this meowvelous internet cat video? Do you guys?
No idea.
Yes. Oh my god, it took me back.
I have no
Oh
idea.
my god. I didn't even know that was a question. I'm so happy.
What was that? I have no idea.
That's like playing the
It,
end of the world on E-Bomb's World.
yep. E-Bomb's World.
E-bomb. Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
God, that's so
Killed
great.
so much time in college.
So much.
All right, guys.
I
So
think that's
I
where I
think you
first
guys,
saw all of the Will Ferrell stuff.
it was the Nyan Cat. Oh my God, that was so great. When was it? 2011. So that wasn't even like that long ago.
What were
And
you,
it
4, Reptar?
all right, come on. I was born in the early 90s, and we're gonna leave it at that, okay? But I
But
already
not
admitted that
94.
I'm not 94, okay? So
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 one
that
might
makes
say the
95.
mid-90s.
That would be the mid, yes.
all
That's
right.
all right.
You know,
Your birth year does not start with 2, so you're
Yes,
good.
boo.
You know what I'll say is I actually love that I'm part of the quote unquote millennial generation because I feel like millennials is like a negative connotation. But we got to experience like the world before the internet and after the internet.
Not
The
like us
people in like
80s
Gen
babies.
X,
That, that
like
that's
in
only
Gen
for people pre-1990 though.
well, that's what I'm saying is like, there are like obviously younger kids who have never been without the internet. Like I still remember the days of going in the woods, playing with sticks, doing, biking, meeting up with your friends, sitting up on the transformer. You know what I mean? Like so it's just really interesting because you see this huge like cultural shift towards the internet that not a lot of people got to see. I mean, even some of like some of the older generations, like the quote unquote boomers, they're not using the internet. They're using it for like email and banking, and that's it. They don't know about Discord. They don't watch YouTube. Maybe they do, or you know what I mean? Like um, it's just interesting to be like the last generation that grew up
That had no
with,
internet as a kid.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like the internet was not a thing. That like AOL Instant Messenger came out when I was like a preteen, basically. So I still remember all of that. But we are still gonna show the leaderboard late rankings right now, guys, and it'll show us the winner. And the
Who's
man of
in
the
second
hour is
place is
here.
really the important question.
Not winner.
Perfect timing, DJ.
Third
Third place,
place.
I guess
way
better
to
late than
go.
never is perfect.
Yeah,
I'll
it is
take it.
perfect.
Pickletown
Pickle
takes
Town,
it.
second place.
Pickle.
Congratulations. Pew, I'm so sorry. Next time. And first place, always a winner in our hearts.
Yeah, we love
He's a
JV,
cheater.
the trivia master. JV stands for Jeopardy.
We're still gonna take care of you, JV. I mean, we know you're an absolute champion, and we know that everyone else still wants to play trivia. I hope you guys had fun or learned something at least.
In the future,
Um,
JV will be hosting the trivia game, so he won't be able to win.
Did JVW win again?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
There's a reason he's JVW because the W stands for win. All
Jeopardy
right,
Victory W.
he's taking the W. All right, guys. So we are going to stop the trivia for now. I'm going to start a marbles because the man of the hour is here to tell us about
Give us
the.
that TA.
That's right.
Yeah, yo.
Maybe
What?
maybe there
Delicious
might have been
TA.
something that happened today that DJ is expressly qualified to talk about. By the way, if you're just now joining us, we don't give financial advice. And if you think 4 random dudes on the internet who are goofing off in a Discord are giving financial advice, what are you? A moron.
I'm all wrong.
I like your disclaimer every week. It's very good. We will come by and hit you in the head with a hammer.
That's right. And if you don't know how seatbelt works, just raise your hand, and Tommy will come back there and hit you over the head with a hammer.
Oh my goodness. I think we have the rudest but just on point disclaimer for our NFA. It's pretty hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Oh damn, that's the application audio. I don't want that. I want the game night Discord audio though. There we go. There we go. We're making progress, guys. Reptar's panicking behind the scenes. It's okay
He's
though.
fighting with his computer again.
Don't worry about it. It's all smooth.
Oh yeah, here we go. We are figuring it out. Let's go. All right, cool. We're ready to go. I am starting the stream. As long as JC is not streaming on my
I'm not on your Twitch this time.
No, let's do this. Oh, that's a we already did that. Let's do something fun.
You got to give us the
Uh,
link. Somebody link us. I don't have it up yet.
yeah, if somebody could drop the Twitch link, that'd be awesome.
I got it.
We'll do the diner. We haven't played this one. God, I hate
All right, here is the Twitch link. If this is your first game night, just click on the link in the Discord. It will open up Twitch for you. We'll give everybody a second to sign in, and then there will be a chat in the Twitch window that you will have to type !play, and that will put a marble on the board. This race is an RNG race. It's not any skill based anything. It's just fun to watch stuff happen while we sit here and listen to DJ give us that sweet, sweet TA alpha.
You know what is sweet? Seeing the old
Sweet
Bitcoin
TA. Well, I didn't
up
have
to 62.
too much TA today, but I was going to just talk about obviously the
Yeah.
Federal Reserve.
There might have been
the
something
rate
that happened
today.
today.
And then maybe a couple of picks that I think will be good, based on previous history and what happens after a rate cut.
Bitcoin's over 62.
So obviously there was a slowdown in hiring, which raised concerns about the labor market, and maybe the economy potentially, falling into recession. And some people thought that's why they opted with a 50 basis point cut today instead of 25. Basically, in July, he basically said that there was really no chance of a 50 point basis cut. But obviously, that's what we got in September. So we had the 50 point basis cut. He also said that something that I thought was surprising, if you listen to the conversation, that I don't like, and I'm sure other people that pay attention to the market don't like, is they had to recalibrate. So for me, if they had to recalibrate and go at a 50 point cut instead of 25 that they said was definitely going to come, I think that they can probably start to realign themselves with the data, right? So he probably wasn't thinking that was going to happen, and then the data and the jobs and all that stuff comes through, and they decided to go with a bigger cut. So I don't think they read the data correctly. So recalibrating to me is basically admission that they got it wrong, and they have to realign themselves with the economic data that's coming out. So we could see some shifts begin, and see what happens here. People are saying that that's exactly what people were thinking, to go through with some of the data, and they're going to entertain some important questions and interesting things that I think people are going to hear on the subject coming up soon. But that's why I said I think if you go back to previous cuts and see what the Fed pulled off, you can kind of get an indication. But I guess the main question is the Fed, do you think they can pull off the soft landing, right, so to speak? And that's not even the most important question, I don't think, because the market, has to believe they pulled off the soft landing. It's not just, did they do it? So I think we're not too far away from a potential crash, or if the Fed gives a 50 basis point, in the line with what the market, kind of wanted, and as a result, it wasn't really much of a surprise. But the SPY, popped up this afternoon on that data too, really quickly. If you're looking at the smaller time charts too, so like a 3 and 5 minute. But I think we got to watch Friday, maybe the last half hour to hour of trading, kind of see how that goes into the weekend. Is there a sell off? And then see how they open up next week. And if next week is a continuation of the last half hour of trading, this Friday, up or down, I think we'll get a little indication of kind of which way the market is going to kind of digest this cut.
So I've heard a couple of different interpretations of what's going on. Hi, Yor. Welcome. Yor, we are in the while we're chatting here. Hang on just a second. I'll drop the link. We're also playing in Twitch. We're playing marbles, so if you want to jump in there. I've heard a couple of different, interpretations of what's going on with the 25 versus the 50, and there was even some rumbles of several Democrat and Republican Congress folks in the House and Senate even sending a letter requesting maybe a 75 basis
Right.
point
That would
cut.
have been crazy.
And there's there's like you mentioned, there's that talk about, well, did they, why are we having to cut so much? Did they wait too long? Are we worried about a recession? Um, and then it's like there's other thought that, well, there's not another meeting for a rate discussion until November, so maybe they went ahead and did a 25 for September and a 25 for November.
And they said that basically today that they indicated too that it sounded like there'd be 2 more cuts before the end of the year. So, if they skip October,
Well, they'll have a
they'd have
November
to
in it
do,
because it's 6 weeks, right?
yeah, like two in a row. Yeah. So they'd have to do 2 in a row right into the end of the year. So, it'll be
If
interesting
they
to see
pulled
how it
another
unfolds.
25, I mean,
I would have
ultimately,
loved to see a 25 or nothing. I would have loved them to see it just hold it up high, man. I mean, they'd never do that, but
no,
I
I
really
don't think
thought
they
we'd see
can do
25.
that right now.
I don't know. I just think the market, it's well, we talked about it, but it'll be interesting to see. I want to see what the selling and buying looks like I said, at the end of business Friday
Yeah,
and the beginning of the week.
and another
Um,
thing that I've seen a lot of is all this. Well, they announced this rate cut, so why is everything not pumping? Well, the rate cut is going to take 6 months to get any liquidity into the market. It's not an instant.
yeah,
Like
it's not an
like
instant liquidity.
it
And
just
plus,
means it's cheaper
people
to
already
borrow
baked it in if
money,
it was,
and
what it
people
was going to be, knew it was
right,
coming.
and people are going to be they're like, okay, if they cut it 50 now, maybe they said they're going to cut it 2 more times. Maybe I will wait until they cut it 2 more times to take out any money, because that's what drives the liquidity is cheaper money and cheaper loans and cheaper interest rates is what causes people to take out loans to put into riskier plays like crypto. And it's like, guys, you have to give this time for the actual money. The more and more, now that we've all been here for 2.5 years, and many of us have been looking in the crypto space for 3 or 4 years, it seems to be not the halving cycle, but the money and liquidity cycle that's driving crypto. If that's just my opinion on that, but
Here, I'm trying to get into the chat on my computer because I was going to paste the link in there for some that you guys can see that I like to use. Here's this game night chat.
Reptar started some marbles. I think
Um,
everybody's is everybody in the marbles? If you're not in the marbles,
so if you want to pay attention to this kind of stuff, if you go to this website, I posted a link
yeah,
for here. It's
CME
the
Group is
cmegroup.com.
big boys.
So if you go to this website here, on the very first page, it tells you 49 days, 15 hours, 20, 52 minutes, and 32 seconds till the next FOMC meeting. And it tells you everything. I like to go in and look right now. If you click that up, you can go in the very first thing. If you scroll down, is the target rate probabilities for November 7th, 2024 Fed meeting, right? And the current rate is 475 to 500. And right now, there's a 68% chance. I wish I could share this. I go on my phone and take a
Yeah,
screenshot.
you can't screen share because Reptar is screen sharing right now.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go to this thing and just take a screenshot and then put it in here.
All right, guys, if you're not in the
So then you can see
race,
the
you're gonna
chart.
miss out on this marbles prize. We'll do a.
Only 13 people and 14 people in Twitch.
I know. I
From
don't know. I
Marbles.
don't know what's up.
Accept all cookies. Okay. All right, here. So I'm gonna take this and share it into the chat from my phone.
Here's the
This
Twitch
one.
link, guys. We'll give you a few more seconds to get in.
Yeah, get in there.
Yeah, if you get in the Twitch, type !play. We'll be doing a race for this. Will be a Serum City Pass, or if you already have one, or if you just don't want one, that's fine. We'll do $5 of crypto. Probably not ETH right now because the gas is back up to 30. Maybe
Damn.
Sol or Matic or Pole, whatever it is now, but Matic, it'll always be Matic.
Good. ETH is becoming deflationary again.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not sad that gas has gone up. I'm just not gonna send any. I'm not gonna pay $7 to send you $5.
Unless you do it on.
So if you guys check out that chart that I put in there, like that's a nice graphic off of the CME. So if you look at the two charts right there, there's a 31% chance that they would drop the rate to 425 to 450, and right now there's a 68.4% chance, that would bring it down to 450 to 475. Currently, we're at 475 to 500, so obviously that 68% cut is the big
So we're currently
chance at this current
475 to
rate.
5. With
What's that?
We're currently 475 to 5 with that half
Right.
percent.
Yeah,
No,
that
I think
came down today.
Are
So
we right at 5 right now?
no, right now we're at that range of a quarter percent between 475 and 500. So the chart shows you that the range of 450 to 475 next time is 68%, and then
So we're going
the
down to
next range down.
475, and then
Yeah, or the 50% cut next time basically is what the chart is saying. The 50% cut next time is 31%, and a 25% cut is 68%.
Yeah, so it's 2 to 1 odds right now that we're just going to go down 25 base points.
Yeah, like quarter basis point. Yeah, you can watch how this changes.
Yeah,
a war starts, like it might, start to level out. You can see how it moves. When the job data comes out, you can go and check it out each day that there's economic data. And I'll see kind of what it looks like.
is
But
this
it's
a low gravity map, Reptar?
almost pretty spot on every time, obviously.
Yeah, it's not just you, Casey. This map, like the marbles are running slow. I don't know if this is a. That's weird.
Tell me when the game's going, because then I was gonna do my next little spiel.
It's going.
Yeah, it's going. I'm just like it's going slow. I don't know.
They're turtle marbles right now.
Okay, well then I'll talk into turtle marbles.
Yeah, you got
and
plenty
tell
of
you
time.
what I think are the
Good.
best non-financial advice investments for after the first rate cut.
Give us your list of
drop these in the
altcoins to
team
not
chat.
financially buy.
Yeah, I dropped them in the team chat earlier. Now I'm going to drop them in here. I'm not going to put them in the chat though, but I'm just going to talk about it.
Put them in the was
and I'm going to put in not
the
financial
NFA
advice.
the NFA channel will have all this stuff, guys.
So I'll make you go there to get the numbers and ticker symbols and stuff.
And I'm just saying that eventually that channel might be locked behind ownership of a certain item.
It might be, and this will be a preview of what it might look like behind the scenes, right? So I'm going to tell you my spiel. I'll post it later. Not financial advice, just what I'm looking at, what I'm doing. So I think the sectors, obviously, if you look back at the economic data, that do really well in the first 3 to 6 months after a rate cut, are the things that you would normally think about: utilities, consumer goods, financials, and those are the sectors that do best after a rate cut. Traditionally, over the 9 times there's been a rate cut in the last 54 years or 50 years, something like that. And utilities actually does the best out of all those three. And the numbers aren't going to shock you, because people are in crypto, but utilities basically go up 6%, which isn't a big gainer, but in the market it's nice over 3 to 6 months. And there's a ticker symbol that I'll post in that financial advice. It's a Direxion triple leverage utility fund. So you can get 3 times the gain on that. So your 6 to 8% turns into 24, 25, in a different range. And it gives you ownership of the whole utility sector. So that's UTSL, and I'll put that in the channel. And what it'll do, like I said, it'll give you leverage to play the entire utilities market. So it's not just betting on one single stock in that one. So I think that's nice. You can keep your eye on that. And then consumer goods, always do well. And Costco's been ripping for a while, and I would, maybe stay on the Costco train for a little bit. COST, extremely well in advance of the Fed cut. Like I said, they can only, I think, just kind of keep popping higher here, and with some liquidity in the financials. I think I've talked about this in the not financial advice channel. If you've ever been in there, SoFi, younger, more startup bank, just started to make profits a few quarters ago. Stocks undervalued in my position, and financials do well. A little bit more risky though. It's not a Bank of America or Wells Fargo. It's SoFi, but the financials typically do well right after you get a rate cut, and so that goes up around usually 4 to 8% in the first 3 months. I think SoFi could outperform because they're younger and they're growing. So you see your traditional banks maybe do those, and if the banking sector takes off, SoFi could outpace the big guys. And like I said, if you've been in that channel, I've been talking about SoFi forever. And if you bought it, you're up bigly. But those are good ones to do good in like a 6 month window. And then you can't forget about healthcare. And I put this together because Reptar was like, what kind of 5 stocks would you want to pick and stuff like in our other chat. So I did some digging. This is what I like. I own some of these too. Um, and then communications, obviously, I think your healthcare, everybody's heard of Eli Lilly, ticker LLY, super bullish chart for a while too. And I think they just, been on a tear for a while. And same thing as Costco. I mean, the winners, I think, are going to keep winning in this market. And you want to stick with these guys if there's going to be a recession, right? And if there's not, they're, still, doing well. But and then maybe you can, get a couple of winners in there. And then communications. Another one that I own that I really like is Google, I think, is a good tech play. They're starting to make so much money, they're buying back their own stock. I think that's a bullish thing that they put out in their financials. And Meta. But I like Google now because I think it's at a discount. It's kind of beat up a little bit. Meta's the opposite. It's high up on its highs. It's performing super well. And, could that stock potentially keep going here? Can AI maybe bring us through a recession if there's one? Maybe help it not be so bad. It's a really large sector that's kind of running. And we talked about this before. Some people think it could see a pullback like a .com bubble or something. Or I think there might be like a small bubble over there in that, but nothing big. I mean, I don't think if anything happened there, it would be bad. Maybe a 10% pullback. And I'd buy it, for my long-term portfolio. But and then I was going to post a few options plays in there, right? So if you're learning, local options on Meta or Google, my game plan would be, bearish after the Fed gave the 50 basis point cut. And then my reason is because we're in an election year, right? We talked about this. There's no catalyst that I could see or I could identify that would be something to make this market pull back hard, right? If you think about the things that made markets pull back hard in the recession, it was another external factor like COVID, crashed them down. The banking blow up in 2000 where the government had to bail them out. Like, you look for some of that stuff, and I don't see any of that coming down the pipe, but I could be wrong. So I think if we see a
what, guys, if you haven't learned about why the housing market crashed, or haven't seen the movie The Big Short, or don't really know so much about like what DJ's explaining, 100% you guys go watch that movie and you will be shocked. It's such a great movie. I think it's one of those movies that everyone should watch. And I would tend to agree, DJ. I don't think we're at that point yet, but I mean, things can happen. It gets scary out there.
Guys, exclamation
Yeah, I
point
think
play in the race in the Twitch chat.
And that's what I was saying. Like, if the markets have a crash, it's because stocks are expensive. Like back in the day, in the .com bubble, they were overvalued, right? They had to have a big pullback. Like right
That's
now,
why
I don't think AI is super overvalued at this point. It's still like just getting going. Like,
it's crazy. And
so
I
it could
love
help,
what you
get us through the
about.
choppiness.
Yeah, no, like in as DJ said earlier, I was muted, so I didn't get to say this, but basically, the reason I bought Disney is because I don't think Disney's a bad company. I think Disney's going to be around for a very long time. They have been one of the most recognized names in entertainment, which is a big industry. Their stock for like their 3-year chart, I think I was looking
Yeah,
at,
Disney's a buy, man.
it's down 32%. When a stock goes down 32%, that is huge. And when it's a big company like Disney, I think they got their correction that you're kind of mentioning, DJ. Some of these stocks were so overvalued. People just wanted to own it because it's Disney. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think, in the position that they're in, where a lot of their last couple movies have been honestly pretty commercially unsuccessful. I do think, and they're making a lot of interesting choices and stuff. So I think it's really important, like DJ said. I know a lot of you guys are into crypto, but it is important to pay attention to some of these stocks because I 100% agree, DJ. Like it's a lot of the stuff's overvalued, but if you can find the stuff that's not, You know,
Right. Here, I'm gonna take a
I hate to say this, but the reason I bought like yesterday when I was going through stocks and I picked out uh what was it? Oh my gosh, Skunkworks division for why can't I think of it? Lockheed Martin, because
Yep.
they're a private
Lockheed Martin. Yeah.
contractor. Yeah, they're a private contractor for the military. And if we go to war, who's going to make money? You know what I mean? So
If the Democrats get elected, you could make solid gains on
Any
those kind of
war
stocks.
stock.
and it's horrible to be like, yeah, I have a stock in war, but again, like we're in this to make money. And these guys are manipulating the markets. I mean, they're overvaluating things. Like you need to take advantage of what they're taking advantage of. And if you don't do that, then again, not financial advice, but it's I think you're gonna end up just getting wrecked, you know?
So I put in the chat a quick Nike chart. I just screenshot on my phone. I started buying Nike. That's another one that I think is a buy. It's down.
14%.
Yeah, it's down in the last year. It was down lower. When it fell off the cliff that day, um, I bought some, and now it's kind of going to middle around back there for a while. Obviously, I would think, but I think if it's a safe entry at this point, they can go back to all-time highs. I would think they're a great company. Everyone has Nikes, and everyone knows Nike. But yeah, there's different ones out there. So that was another one I was going to talk about, but I didn't really post it. It's not like the number one buy or nothing, but I think it's a solid look at to put on your chart and maybe track it on your phone and learn about it. I think there's a good entry down there. It might be for a while. Who knows? Some of these big stocks might be held back for a bit. And then you got like my Palantir position. My wife actually just sold some last week or something because it was up like 150%. Like I think she sold a quarter in the position. We still have 3/4 of it. So don't be afraid to take profits either. Like I love the stock. My wife is super bullish on it, but when you're up 150% on something, you should lock in, part of that gain. She's really good at doing that. Just selling. Like getting emotionally attached to it is important.
100%. And I mean it is I think it is cool to kind of be when you buy stocks that you like because then you have more of an incentive to hold them. You know what I mean? Like through some of the hard times and some of the ups and downs. But again, guys, like none of us can be married to a project. If it's pumping and I personally got really wrecked last cycle because I bought Bitcoin at 4,000. Okay? I
Like
I have been
XRP,
I have been in
Yeah.
crypto for a long time, and when I saw Bitcoin go from 4,000 to 64,000, I was one of those people that thought we were gonna see like 100K, like easy, and then it went to 70, and then it went to 74, and then it just dumped like all the way down to like what was it, like 30K or something like that.
21, I think.
Yeah, that was a bad
21, dude,
big pullback.
21. And I didn't sell anything. And I believe in Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin is going to be around just because it's the OG. It's been proven. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. Just because Ethereum is better in every conceivable way does not mean Bitcoin's outdated by any means. That's why MicroStrategy just bought $700 million worth of more Bitcoin like yesterday. You know what I mean? Like they are not effing around for those of you with children around. But my point is like if you don't take those profits when you see those big gains, then who knows, maybe we will have a super cycle. But if you don't take stuff off the table, in my experience with just myself, I have gotten really wrecked. So yes, you can't, Nike could be your favorite shoe in the world, but if you don't sell it when
Right.
it pumps, you're not making any money.
Or you sell it at 20 like me, and like I'm just on the sideline. But you can't be upset with where you got it, what you got rid of it at. And, I mean, it would be nice. Would I still love to have it at 62? Like, hell yeah, but
Rigged.
JV
But,
again.
Rigged.
JV1, damn,
Cleaning house.
he's on fire.
Oh my god, love that. We'll do another marbles, guys,
Yeah.
for sure.
You guys keep going. I have to dip out. I've got an early morning tomorrow.
No,
got
that's
bird
all
brain.
good. This
He's
is
got
gonna
to
be our
fly
last.
planes and shoot movies.
I do have to. I have to go pick up
Hollywood.
my flight instructor, so I've got to leave a little early.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but JC is a pilot or about to be a pilot, and he's
Movie
also a
star.
world famous actor. Just just
He
all
flies for
around.
Danger Airlines.
Yeah.
Former guardian
Danger's
of his
my
community.
middle name.
Former police officer, and we're not making any of this up. Like JC is just the epitome of a man, what a man should be, just excelling in life.
He's never had a
But-
mustache as good as Scorchman.
Excelling
True.
in life.
I cannot grow a mustache like Scorchman.
Scorchman is the mustache king for a reason. But no, so JC is going to be flying the private Alpha Origins plane when we do the community meetup. So,
before I
Driving Alpha
leave,
Origins.
Reptar has tasked me, and I'm out. I'm just
oh,
kidding.
that's right. We almost didn't even say anything. I would have totally forgot.
I was seriously considering letting everybody, like, I was just gonna like get
Just say it. Say
mid
it.
sentence and
Say
cut
it.
would have
myself off.
forgot. They wouldn't even have remembered. There's been so much distraction
I know
tonight.
Good.
that was the plan. All right, so
Games.
tonight it really is the last night to get a whitelist, and why would you need a whitelist? No reason whatsoever. But
Because you need it.
Starts next week.
we have two phone calls that are happening in the very near future. One is with the Alpha Origins team. All 5 of us need to get together because some things require multi-sig wallets, and we all need to have keys. And then we have to have a call with Jay from Dragon Guild, who is in charge of our dev team, because he and the smart contract writer have to turn some things on. And
Yes.
good night.